Well, here we are again. Unethical politics. Is it unethical for a politician to lie to you and claim, actually they would never tell you that they lied, but if they did, they'd claim it was for the greater good? Who's to say what's good for you apart from yourself? You want to look after yourself and your family. You elect politicians for their policies, for they could be better for you than the other party's policies that will affect your life for the greater good. Now, when you elect somebody and they're elected, and the policies you would hope that they would bring forth don't, they've lied to you just to get your vote. So then, do you vote for them again? Because this has been happening over millennia. What happens is, they lie, you vote for them. Then they say, oh, we couldn't because of this, but we will do this time. So then, you vote for them again. They still don't. Your policies that you want, their policies that you want them to push, they don't. You never see them. Yet you've been voting the same way for how many years? Ask yourself one question. Why? Here we go again. The media. Propaganda. Propagandists. No more journalism. It's all propaganda. It's not journalists of old. You can't trust the media. Definitely not anymore. 100%. So if the media puts something out there, a narrative, a story, that's looking bad upon someone, ask yourself, before believing it, is it true? Then you go to another media source and they say the same thing, but now you're thinking to yourself, why am I looking to media for knowledge? The media isn't my education. So why do you do it? Because you get the snippet, the soundbite. So therefore you believe, which means you're a sheep, not a shepherd. And how many sheep are there? And that's what they want. That's what they harvest. These people at higher power, big pharma, big tech, politicians, they harvest these sheep, which are you. At school, early age, nursery, then school, then college, then uni. Then think to yourself, who is funding? Before you go to the school or while you're there, ask them, what party is funding this education? Because I assure you, if they're funding it, they're pushing for their own curriculum. And if their teachers association get together and say, we're not going to push this curriculum. What is this? We're not pushing this. Then the party donors, the party funders, so it could be some big tech company or some big billionaire, but then you've got to look at him and think, okay, he's funding our college, but what party does he also fund? So if he funds a particular party, that's the particular party that will be pushing your education, making you think otherwise about their opposition, brainwashing you. So then you think to yourself, I don't want to do this, the teachers are saying. And then this big tech billionaire party, donor, says to them, well, I'm cutting the funding then. I'm not having it. Then they're looking around thinking, well, where's the funding going to come from? And he's like, so, too bad. Too bad. So then they buckle down. Yes, sir. 3 bags full, sir. Please. There's no magic lamp. You can't just rub it and wish him away. What you can do is look at who's funding your college, your education. The donors. And then look into them and see what party they're funding. And if you don't like their curriculum, then think to yourself, do I really want to go to this college? But if it's the best college for what you're doing, by all means. However, while you're there, be that voice. Because there's too many people that are not allowed to vote for another party. Because if you do, you get brandished by certain words, certain names, bullied, picked on, just because you support a party of your choice. That's not freedom of speech. That's not democracy. People in my family can vote for totally different football teams, totally different parties, but we don't have punch-ups. We talk about it and have disagreements and arguments, but there's no plates flying, punches thrown, slings thrown, bow and arrows pulled out. None of that. We just sip our tea and talk about it. And talk about why do people believe the media as their education? Oh no, it's been debunked. Who debunked it? The media. Come on. First, these people throw a story out there, you believe it. And then the other party said that's not true because this media debunked it. Who actually debunked it? Look into it. Because the media are owned. They're not the media anymore. They're not journalists. Propagandists. That's all they are. I've seen for the last 5 years blatant untruths thrown out there, every single station bar a few. Then you got to look at why they're being deleted off of Facebook, these stories. All because it's untrue. It's called freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Now you're taking it away. That's who you're voting for. If you're voting for somebody to take away your freedom, it will bite you in your butt. Because eventually, someone who will speak the truth, that you will like, will be censored. Because there's plenty of people out there speaking the truth that are being censored. And you ask yourself why they're being censored. Because why are they being censored? It's not a good thing. Censorship. But here we go again. Democracy, freedom of choice, freedom of speech, freedom of your expression, freedom of your rights. I'm neither left or right. I'm in the middle, sitting on the fence, watching as the traffic goes by, observing. I've observed America for the last 5 years and seen hypocrisy everywhere. 4 years ago, 2016, Russia interference. He's not our president. 4 years later, the same people are saying, how dare you say that our elections are fixed. Hypocrisy. Same goes for the other party. I've seen blatant lies from the media pushed out. There was once a man that said if you push a lie every single day, every single minute of the day, people will eventually believe it. There's also certain things you're not allowed to talk about because it hits a nerve. 9/11. Not allowed to say those. Why? Why ain't you allowed to say 9/11? Why ain't you allowed to say Nazi Party? Who said that? Oh, come on. You're too touchy. It's like people ain't allowed anymore to think for themselves. You have to let the media do it. The politicians, think for yourself. Sorry, think for you. It's not a good thing. People are saying they want to chip you. Science fiction. What do they want to chip you for? I heard Obama wanted to chip people for Obamacare, and Donald Trump said, no, that's not happening. Like I said, I don't support nobody. But if it's true, I haven't looked online, but do your homework for me. Cheers. Put it in the comments. That he wanted to put chips in people, so if they passed out, the ambulance driver could scan the chip and know their past medical history. Why don't they just keep a card on them? Why do you have to be chipped? You got the other side saying it's because they want to track you. Track, and trace. Again, don't need to do that, you got a phone. I think that's how they do it in China. They got a social credit score in China, where if you don't obey, yes sir, 3 bags full sir, they take points off of you, I think. That's how it works. And then you're not allowed on a bus if you've got X amount of points missing. Or you need certain amount of points. And then you can't go on the train. And then you can't fly. And then the worst of the lot is if you keep protesting and asking questions, they take away your bank account details. Because then you can't buy anything. Whether or not that's fiction, just throwing it out there for me to look at. And if it's a load of hooey, I ain't doing a video on it. But as I say, do your homework. Don't just fixate on Wikipedia. Do your homework. When they say there's no election meddling, well actually, every time the media's on TV dissing another party, that's election meddling. And if that's been going on for 4 years, how many votes have they turned? The media alone. And then you've got Facebook censoring. I'm not with any party. Hold my hands up. I'm just bystander, observer, watching the traffic go by. And what I've seen is, I thought to myself, Trump ain't even going to get 10 million votes. Because you got the media banging all of this information. This, that, and this, and this, and that, and that. And 99% of it's a load of... You know what I'm saying. Hooey. It is. No, it's not. How can you do your homework? Why are you believing the media again? What I'm saying is, they put up sound bites, and then, if you look at the whole context, it's not what he said. He said it, but not in the context that they pull it out as. And it's not just Trump, it's Biden, it's everybody the media do it to. They pull it out there, something that they want, a little soundbite to make him look bad. Then they throw it out there every single day, every single news channel. Then you believe it. And if there's anything bad against your candidate, that same media will debunk it and make up lies about debunking. Like Hunter Biden's laptop that the FBI verified, but you still get your TV channel saying Russia, disinformation. Come on, man. Sheep. How can you believe that bull crap? Sheep. You look at them for the sound bites, you look at them for evidence, and you look at them for the conclusions. You look at them for your knowledge, your education. Why would you do that? Mainstream media is on the decline because of this. Journalism used to be journalism. Look at Tulsi Gabbard. Love the girl. She's, out of 5 years, she's one person I thought, yes. Regime change wars. Bingo! What happened? Both parties got together on her back. The whole media got together on her back. Russian agent Hillary Clinton said, oh, leave me out. She was just trying to do good by the people. There was a time she was running, Biden and Sanders was running, and the media put out for a good 6 months, I think it was, there's only 2 candidates left. You what? I thought Tulsi Gabbard's running still. Yeah, she is. Well, why did you say 2? Shh! Don't tell them that. They might know who she is. Might like her policies. It's sick. Honestly, pathetic. Please, go back to the election. If you've got time, Google Tulsi Gabbard. You tell me if she's the best candidate. And because she was anti-establishment, didn't want no more wars, wanted to lower taxes, give you the best healthcare, put more bread on your table than you've ever had, they took her out. And then afterwards, forced her into endorsing Biden. Why would you do that if you don't believe in his policies? Weird one, that. What Trump should have done was when she started running, said to her, come over here in my camp. You can still be a Democrat, which is fine, but let's work together because you're supposed to work together. The parties are supposed to work together to make your country a better place. Why is it 2 parties, the media throw it out there that they're at each other's throats? We're divided. No, you're not divided. My family's not divided. As I said before, different football teams, different parties. We're not divided. The politicians ain't divided. Don't get it twisted. They still go to the Christmas dinner, getting their beers in. Cheers! You see Trump and Biden clashing glasses, shaking hands. I'm telling you. You see Pelosi there, table dancing. Go on, yeah, Pelosi, 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 Jerry. Woo, that would be a sight for sore eyes. Yeah. Makes me think and shudder at the thought of it. But I'm telling you, they are all in it together. As I said before, presidents, prime ministers, they're selected by the hierarchy. They're not elected. And like, and live long and prosper. Peace out.